Grieving doesn't just disappear simply because you went no contact. It's not like it's non-existent. In fact, the pain will still show up in waves. You'll have moments where you want to reach back out, where you feel as though maybe, hearing from them, going on their social media, the memories might make you feel a little better. You might feel better for a millisecond, but then you feel much worse afterwards, because the truth is, every time you reach back out to them in some shape or form, whether you read old text messages, go on their social media, actually send that text, listen to old voice messages, whatever it may be, every time you do that, you reopen that wound. You end up reliving the heartbreak in micro doses. So today I'm going to show you how to grieve without breaking no contact. And just so you know, I don't really like calling it no contact. Yes, on social media, on platforms, they call it no contact. Me personally, I call it more of a therapeutic kind of twist or a reframe to it. It's a 30-day detox rule, which simply entails no reaching out to them, no checking their social media, no rereading old text messages or voice notes or voicemails, whatever it may be. No happy birthday text messages. I've had clients personally reach out to me and say, hey, their birthday's coming up. Should I reach out? No, don't send the happy birthday text. Don't check in on them. How are you doing? Or the I need closure conversation. The closure was already there in front of you in terms of them not choosing you or the relationship ending. They gave you that closure. Take it for what it is. And lastly, no stalking who they're with. They might have jumped into another relationship. They might have started dating someone else. I want you to know, them choosing someone else, them dating, moving on so fast. I've dealt with this personally. I've worked with clients and held their hand through that process where 2 weeks down the road, that person is in another relationship. And then they asked me, does that mean that the relationship that we were in for 7 years meant nothing? They started dating after 2 weeks. We were together for 7 years. No, them moving on and going into that other relationship is simply a reflection of their coping mechanism. And I want to free you from that. Don't take their actions on what they do after the relationship is over as being a reflection as to what the relationship meant. No, I want to free you from that. And I want you to remember that the grieving process is going to feel unbearable. It's going to feel like you can't make it through. Your body is wired for connection. As human beings, we are wired for connection. So the loss feels like a survival threat. It feels like your well-being is threatened. Your brain is craving comfort. So you try to reach for them. So instead of reaching outward, I encourage you to reach inward. Choose you. Because grieving isn't about erasing the pain. It's about letting yourself feel it without going back to them as a sign of relief, without outsourcing that relief back to old ways and old cycles and old processes. I want you to remember that healing isn't about forgetting. It's about remembering, but with a new perspective. So yeah, you're going to miss them. You're going to have the urge to reach back out to them, but choose you. Reflect and look at the urges, not from a place of judgment, but from a place of curiosity. Like I've said before, why do I have this urge? Why is it there? It's an opportunity for you to investigate, to get to the root of it, to choose something different that's healthier, that's for you. Think of it like this. If you broke your arm, right? You wouldn't keep pulling the cast off every time to itch it, right? You would trust in the healing process. Reaching back out to them is like taking your cast off just to itch, right? Staying no contact is trusting that the healing is doing the work. The process is in motion. You are choosing you. Cognitive behavior therapy goes like this, right? The 3 C's, like I said before, catch, challenge, and change. That's going to be the theme for these next 30 days. For the 30-day detox rule, that's what you're going to be doing during those 30 days. It's not a matter of what do I do after the 30 days. Trust me, by the end of these 30 days, what you should do next will simply just reveal itself. The real question is, what are we going to do during these 30 days? That's why I have these journal prompts every day for you. topic that we're going to delve into every single day. Today's about grieving and how we can grieve, how we're supposed to grieve without breaking contact. So notice the thought that shows up. If I reach out, I'll feel better. Now I want you to challenge that thought. I'll only feel better temporarily, but long term, I'm going to feel a magnitude of pain. That's the truth, and you're challenging it with the truth. Now, the healthier choice is to feel this wave and allow it to pass through. Naming the emotion that you're feeling, allowing yourself to process it, giving yourself permission to feel, permission to walk through it. And there's this perspective that really came into my heart, I think, about a week ago. And in the book of Matthew, they talk about if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, then you can move mountains, right? That pain you're experiencing is that mountain that's in front of you. And I want you to remember, it's not a matter of telling God how big your mountain is. It's a matter of telling that mountain how big your God is with that faith that you have, which will move that mountain. But just so you know, once that mountain is moved, there's a valley in there, a dark, tough valley that you need to still walk through. That's what it's like walking through depression. Realizing at first it seems intimidating because there's a mountain there, right? You pray, you meditate, you put in the work. Now the mountain is no longer a mountain. Now it's a valley. It seems like something that you can walk through, but as you walk through, it's tough. It's dark. It's weary. It's a path you never traveled before. You don't even know if you're heading in the right direction. You don't see a way out when you're in it, because that's not the point. The point is to see your next step and to simply just take that. Psalm 34 verse 18 reminds us the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and he saves those who are crushed in spirit. Grieving feels unbearable, but this verse simply reassures you that you're not alone in this. In fact, you're not even abandoned in it. God is closer than ever to you. He's the ultimate healer. He is mending that crushed spirit that you feel like you are. Instead of reaching back out to that person, I want you to remember that God is close, and I want you to draw near to him during these moments where you're grieving, during those times where you're dealing with that grief itself. Because this verse allows you to reframe your experience as to what you're experiencing. You feel like you're alone, but you're not. God is closer than ever. God's presence alone can give you that comfort that you're seeking or you once seeked in that person. So when the waves come, I want you to do the first step is I want you to name it. Name it. What is it? I feel sad. I miss them. I feel lonely. I feel alone. I feel like I'm weak. I feel like I need them to feel okay again. Name it. I feel sad. I feel angry at them. Name the emotion and the feeling. Locate it in your body. Is it in your chest? Do you feel like your chest is tightened? Does your stomach feel upset, like it's upside down? Because our mind and body is connected. Try to find where it is, right? Then do breath work, breathing in slowly, then breathing out even slower for 90 seconds. Most emotional waves last and stay in your body for simply just 90 seconds. And if we don't fight them, then it ends up turning into that thought that we carry. And those 90 seconds turn into 90 days because we keep catching those thoughts and being stuck in those thought patterns and spiraling. Because the emotion passes through our bodies for 90 seconds. But after those 90 seconds, it's simply the story we tell ourselves about what triggered us that we carry with. That's why it's crucial to name it, identify it, journal it, break it down and leave it where it's at. Give yourself permission to cry, to write, to pray, but not to call, not to revisit, but to choose yourself. Journaling prompt for today. The question I want you to reflect on. What am I afraid will happen if I let myself fully grieve without reaching out? What are you so scared of? I want you to reflect and ask yourself, what am I afraid will happen if I let myself fully grieve without reaching back out to them? What's going to happen? You get to stand on your own 2 feet. You build that strength where you end up realizing, although you are alone, you're not lonely. You're actually in a season of solitude. So it ends up shifting into this season of empowerment, where at once you might have felt powerless. That's where the shift starts to begin and happen. Grieving is not a sign that you're weak. It's actually a sign that you're healing. Every time you let yourself feel instead of reaching back out to them, you're teaching your heart a new way to move forward. Right? Every time you choose yourself instead of choosing them, you're showing your subconscious mind that you love yourself, that you're choosing yourself. You're reteaching it a new way of actually self-soothing, of actually being able to smile, being able to enjoy your own presence. You're not relying on something else or someone else ever again, because now you're choosing you. You're not alone in this. And don't you ever allow your broken heart to lie to you and tell you otherwise. And if you're looking for a safe space, a community to hold you accountable through these days moving forward, take a chance on the healing community. Pieces to Peace. The link is in the description. There's a 7-day free trial, and you can get direct access to me if you're having those weekdays and you're looking for a helping hand, whether it's through other individuals that are in that path, in that journey, or if you just need a reminder as to you being stronger than you actually realize that you are. So until then, I'll see you tomorrow. Right back here again. Just being your friend in your corner in this fight. That's a really good fight. I get it. I remember last year, September, people asked me, how are you doing? And my response wasn't, I'm doing bad, or I'm sad, or I'm struggling. My answer was, I'm fighting a good fight. Because that's exactly what it is. We are fighting a good fight. Right? The righteous man falls down 7 times and gets up 8. We often get stuck in the falling down of the 7 times. We forget that we're going to get back up again. You will. I believe in you. But that means nothing if you don't believe in yourself. So I'll see you tomorrow. Again, you don't have to change the world. Just don't leave it the same. So love hard, feel deeply, laugh a lot, and leave people better than how you found them. And start with yourself. Until tomorrow, until next time, thank you so much. Peace from Dees.